don't know where I was born and don't know about my parents. I don't have any clue. I don't know their names. And in India, you all are from India, no? So I don't have to tell. It is considered as a very bad thing, not knowing about your parents and all. In Hindi, they would say, Ganda Khoon hai na? That don't know what it is, Lavaris and all. 9 months or some, my father, who was also a tuberculosis patient and alcoholic, he brought me to the orphanage in Kota, Rajasthan, run by Dr. M. Thomas. And I grew up there, and I was good in various Sunday schools and reciting Bible memory words and things, because I don't know much about my childhood, and I did not notice it till July first week. As I was doing my course in TBRI from Texas Christian University, they had 3 hours of personal interview through Zoom, and they ask a lot of questions, and they call it AAI, Adult Attachment Interview. And the result of that interview is that I am blank on my childhood. I don't know much about my childhood. I know only some spankings and things. Apart from that, I don't know much. I grew up in orphanage and ran away many times, and many times I was brought back, and every time I was brought back I was given some discipline, with sticks and all, and it was given very nicely, and the more I get, the more bitterness, the more loneliness, I'll run away again. Once I just ran away, I got into the railway station of Kota, I got into the train. And I could see some of the Bible students, they were searching for me. So I locked myself into the washroom of the train. And you have traveled in Indian train. It was not an air condition, not a sleeper. It was an ordinary compartment. You can imagine the condition of washroom. And I am speaking it many years back. Many years back. And I locked myself inside. Did not open, train started, and meanwhile many people came and knocked the door. Maybe they wanted to use the washroom, but I did not open. I thought they are Bible student. If they got me, I am too far, they will beat me more. So today I can say it was 15 to 16 hours on that train washroom. I drank from there, I sat there, and when I opened the door of washroom, it was quite calm. And I was in Bombay Central. I reached Bombay from Kota, knowing nothing about Bombay station. When I reached there, I started walking. I did not know what to do. And from Bombay Central, I don't know how and where I walked, I reached Bombay VT. And for me at that age of 9 years, looked alike. Both stations were like same. Big station, so many trains, so many people. So what I did, I was so hungry, it was almost 2 days. I have ate nothing, only on water. I said, no, I'll go back to the orphanage. I'll go back. Jada se jada maar padega. The more they'll just spank me, but I'll have food, I'll have place to stay and things. So I sat on train. And I sat on train 3-4 times. And all those 3-4 times, the train left Bombay and brought me back to Bombay. Because I sat on a local train. EMU. I didn't know, I just said, and I did not know what happened and thing, and I felt, what am I doing? It goes 3-4 hours, come back 3-4 hours, and I'm still in Bombay. And don't know, I was so hungry. I don't have, I say 20 minutes, I cannot share my testimony, but I will cut it short. I was so hungry, I went near the canteen, and one person was eating vada pav. Vada pav is the national food of Bombay. It's Indian burger. And I just went and I showed him a sign that I'm hungry, if you can give me. I seen other boys, other girls in the station doing that. I started begging, and that meant 8 half vada pav and half it thrown in the garbage. And the first food in Bombay, I had that from that garbage. I took that half vada pav, and then I joined the children there. We had a small broom. We'll clean the train. We'll stay in railway station. We'll beg for our foods, and that's how we started living. Slowly, I became a street vendor, selling things on the streets and all. And even there, we found either big boys or police will beat us and take away all the money which we have won, either through begging or through selling things on the streets. I was sitting on a railway track and crying. One man came and said, one boy actually, he came and said, why are you crying? I said, I was in orphanage, I got beatings there also. I am here also I am getting beaten. I don't feel value for my life, and I don't know, I don't have anyone, I am alone. He said one thing, and that hit me very hard. He said, if you need to survive in Bombay, you should know how to hit and hit hard back. And I was near the railway track, I take a road, and I seen the boy who was snatching our money, I went and beat him in his head. The first time I was taken into juvenile home in Bombay, there is a place in Baikalla called Dongri, and I was taken there, and when I went inside, the elder boys and younger boys, they came to know why I am there. And they came to know because I had hit someone and I am there not because of stealing or roaming around or thing. They all started giving me respect. तूने उसको मारा भाई, वो तो बड़ा भाई है. He is like a big goon and you bet him, you hit him. So I started learning all these activities. So when I came back out of that, I joined child gang in the 90s, became part of it. Somehow, the teaching of Sunday school, the teaching what I learned in Bible was from Bible in orphanage was always in my heart. So I decided, no, I'll go. And I went to Tenkasi. Tenkasi, Tamil Nadu is a place where Emmanuel has ministry. The Dr. M.A. Thomas' elder daughter and son-in-law, first they were in Kota, then they moved to Tenkasi. I went there, stayed with them. That's where I accepted the Lord as my personal Savior. I gave my life to the Lord, obeyed the Lord in baptism, and again backslided, again ran away from there. And this time I went to Bible Bhavan. M.E. Cherian uncle was not there, but his son, John Cherian uncle, James Cherian uncle, they all were there. I went and joined their ministry. I started working in Suiseshagan printing press, like binding those books, cutting and dispatching the Suiseshagan, sending it to the post office, magazines and things like that. 6-7 months, I ran away again. You know, in my story and prodigal story, there are some similarity. He ran away once, I ran away many times. He came to his sense once, I came to my senses many times. This time I ran away to Bombay and I was leading child gang in the 90s in Bombay, Bandra, Ghatkopar, Kurla, in all this area, and doing all unwanted things which I was not supposed to do. At the age of 16 or something, I used to go to a church in Malavli, it's in Malad, and one of the uncle was Tamilian, auntie was Malayali. The uncle studied in Kota, Rajasthan, Shekhar uncle. I used to go there, and when I go there, I'll take my gun and keep there. And I say, uncle, if anybody persecute you, let me know, I'll take care of it. And then uncle auntie will always say, don't ever come with this gun. You are always welcome, but don't bring these weapons here. This is not the Lord's way of doing work and things. And please leave all those things. God will take care of you and all those things. And from my bitterness of life, I just heard I left. One day they said that Dr. M.A. Thomas is coming to Bombay for an inauguration of church in Vasi. Will you come? I said, oh, I will come. And I felt like that I'm not afraid of them, because now we can do anything we want, and living a life which is pleasing in our eyes and doing everything. We know also that I have seen all the monies in that age in my life, doing all unwanted things in smugglings and things like that. So I was not afraid. I said, okay, I'll go. So I went with them, and after the inauguration, Dr. Thomas was preaching from the podium, and he was preaching, and while preaching, he looked at me. I was at the door. He said, my son is here. And Dr. Samuel Thomas, his own son, was standing outside the church. So I thought he's speaking about him. He said, but I don't know what he does in Bombay. I said, why he doesn't know what he does? Their son and father and son. But he called my name. And now I know Dr. Thomas very well, because I grew up in his orphanage, always in his care. So I know as soon as I go near to him, he will put his hand in my pocket. And my pocket is full of cigarettes filled with marijuana. I'm carrying a gun. My I never in at that time shirt. I will never do in, because my belt was made of motorcycle chain. I went like this, and I stood there. Next 20 minutes, the God's servant kept hand on my shoulder and preached. And when it was done, prayed. I came out, I don't know what to do. I just talked with Dr. Samuel Thomas and said, can I come back? And he said, yes, always come back. But that was a mere talk. I'll always tell my friends, I think I should go back. My friends, they were killed in police encounters, they died in sicknesses and things like that. And they will always convince me that you are no longer that Alex, whom anyone can beat and go. No, we can do anything we want in this city, in this town. And I am always convinced, no, I am happy here and things like that. One day, without telling anyone, I took train and came to Kota. And I was standing outside the gate. Long hair, don't know if I should go inside. I was not afraid of anyone in Bombay, but there I was not able to take one step. I stood there almost for 15-20 minutes, and I thought I'll go back. But suddenly one of our elder brother, Trevor Bia, came, and he looked at me and said, you are Alex? I said, yes, Bia. Why you are here? I said, I came to see Sam sir. He said, come with me. He took me to the office. I told everything I did in Bombay. 2 things I will never forget in my life which was said to me. The first thing, it was said, this is your home, you are welcome. And second thing was that there is no sin our Savior Lord Jesus Christ cannot forgive and clean. Prayed for me, and from there I did not have big hope. I was like today we were reading in Psalms 84, and I'd rather be a doorkeeper. And that was because when I left Kota, maybe I was in 5th or 6th standard. After that I had no education. I did not get any education, and I don't know what to do at the age of 17. I cannot go and sit down in the same class, 6, 7. So I said, let me work in printing press. Because I'm from Suviseshagan magazine working in Bible Power, I knew printing press work. So I started working in printing press. Again, God used Brother Trevor to take me to a short-term Bible class in Delhi. 10 weeks Bible class. After that Bible class, I had the privilege to complete my Bible college in Kota. I met my wife there, Sunita, and God enabled us to get married. And after marriage, God blessed us with 2 kids, and till that we were serving the Lord in different capacities there. And 2008, 2007, we started praying of moving away and going to a new place for the ministry. And Pakur, while we were doing Google, Pakur came as a highlight, that most illiterate region of India, most backward district of India, And third, which challenged me to work was child trafficking hub. That was a child trafficking hub, human trafficking hub, and God brought us there. 2008 to 9. I struggled to stay there because I came from a metropolitan cities like Bombay, Varanasi, Delhi. These all places we served the Lord before we moved to Pakur. And I was like, where you have brought us. We don't want to stay here. But God talked to us, He's helped us. 2009, we registered Everett Mission Charitable Trust with the Government of India. We started working there. All our elder brothers, they helped us that we could continue to serve there. And God has blessed us much. We had a PDF. I don't know how much time more I have. I'll finish soon. This is my family. Yeah, that's my family. God has blessed me with one son, 3 daughters, and 2 elder, biological, and 2 other daughters. We have adopted them, and God has enabled us to adopt 2 of them. And we have silo residency where we have 42 children, 24 are orphans or from jail inmate. Rest children are from vulnerable families or single parents, and we are able to serve them. After that, we have various program called after school program where children from nearby villages come to us, they study there, we take care of their educational needs, we provide them nutritious meal of the day. In the evening, they go back to their home and stay with their family. That is our part of preventing from child trafficking and institutional care. No, we don't want them to grow up in an institutional care. We want them to grow in their own family. And God enabled me to do a research. And that research paper was published in last October. And this last Thursday, I had the privilege. My paper was selected in Oxford University for 7th Global Conference of Children and Youth. And I was here in UK to present that paper that children thrives in family. That's how God has designed family, that we should take care of our own children. The best thing for every children is the family-based care, and that's what we are doing our best through adoption, through foster care, to bring in awareness. God has enabled me and my family to facilitate near about 1,000 adoption, in which 200 special needs children in few years in US and many other countries and domestic. I am in India out of our evangelical circle, known as a child activist and adoption consultant. We help so many families that children can have a permanent family. Then so many awards for our initiatives. 2025 God's Grace National Youth Inspiration Award in Delhi was given to me. This year, Indian Literacy Award 2026 in July was given to us. My wife has received for taking care of children, those who have been rescued from trafficking. And God is enabling us to do all those things. I'll end this testimony with one Bible word. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain." Everything what we do for the Lord is not in vain. And today I would like to remember all God's servants, all elder brothers, all people, those who have sponsored many orphanages, many childcare in India. I would like to say thank you. Everything you do, God has brought many fruits out of those vulnerable children, orphan children, doing tremendous ministry all over India, not all over India, all over the world. May God bless you. And if you want to know more about me, go to Amazon. There is a book called The Wide Roads of Mumbai. That's my biography, available on Amazon. May God bless you.